Hit it.
In this week's Parsha, we have the Ten Commandments repeated. It's earlier in Exodus, and then it's repeated again in this week's Parsha, Parshas vaetchanan. The Torah tells us about Shabbos. It says, Shamor es yom ha-Shabbos l'kadsho. One should safeguard the holy day of Shabbos, keep it holy. Now, earlier in the Torah, in Parshas Yisro, like I said, the first time when the Ten Commandments are mentioned, it says, Zachor es yom ha-Shabbos l'kadsho. So what's the difference between how the Torah describes Shabbos in this week's Parsha and in last week, and earlier in Parshas Yisro and Exodus? So the rabbis tell us, Zachor is talking about the positive commandments of Shabbos. Drinking the wine or grape juice, making kiddush, having the challah, lighting the candles. And then Shomor, in this week's Parsha, the safeguard, is talking about refraining from work, the 39 categories of labor that are forbidden on the Sabbath. Now, which one is it? How did Hashem describe Shabbos? Did he say Zachar, like he said in Parshas Yisro, or did he say Shomor? Which one is it? Chazal tell us something fascinating. They were both said at the same time. Very interesting concept. We can have a whole share about that maybe for another time. But that's what the rabbis tell us. That both Zachar and Shomor were both said at the same time. Zachar v'Shomor b'dibar echad. They were both said at the same time. Again, that Shabbos, it has the positive aspects of it, the mitzvahs the mitzvahs that we have to do on the Shabbos, and also the things that we don't do on the Shabbos, the 39 principles of labor that are forbidden to perform on Shabbos. What's the significance of that? That they were both said at the same time. The Dubna Maggid says something so interesting, and that is, the Torah is teaching us something very fundamental about Shabbos. They go together. The reason why they were both said at the same time is to teach us that they go together, and one without the other doesn't work. A person might say, I like the fun parts of Shabbos, the Shabbat dinner. I like the wine, the grape juice, Bobby's challah, Bobby's gefilte fish. There's nothing like it. But the other part of Shabbos, that's not really for me. That was back then. But we're in America, it's 2025. Come on, man, get with the program. What's the difference? As long as I get to synagogue or I get to Shabbat dinner, as long as I get there, what's the difference how I get there? No. If you have the Shabbat dinner, but you don't follow the other part of Shabbos, if you have the Zachar, but you don't have Shomor, you don't even have Zachar either. It's a package deal, a horse and carriage. If it doesn't go together, I don't know if that was the best mashal, but that's the one I thought of right now. It doesn't work. That's the significance of what the Talmud tells us that they were given together. You know what it's like? It's like on Sukkot, when you have the 4 species. If you bring 3, but not 4, you didn't do anything. You have to bring all 4. Same thing over here too. Shabbos has the dual aspect. If you do one without the other, it's like you didn't do anything. And Shabbat Shalom.